Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, Slightly different topic. I thought I'll talk about movie franchises which, for the longest time, I haven't watched. What are the statuses? For a long time, I thought I wouldn't watch them either. So let me talk about them. In no particular order, let me talk about movie franchises which I have never seen completely. Um, the first one, I have only watched 20 minutes of, and this was around the time that the film was actually released. I mean, just as it's a little after it came out of the theaters. I watched the first 20 minutes, could not watch the rest, and since then I have not watched any of the movies in that franchise. I do not plan on ever getting into those in this franchise. Number one series is Twilight. Sorry, I will not watch that series. Very similar to it in terms of the kind of demographic it is the Hunger Games. So that's number two. I did watch the first movie, but it took me a long time to actually get into it. It's not something that I really want to watch, so I'm not sure if I'll actually ever get into this franchise. I know that it has its popularity, and I'm sort of a fan of you know Jennifer Lawrence. I've liked her in a couple of films. I've not liked her in something else, but she's okay. This I don't think I'll be getting into the Hunger Games anytime soon either. I don't really plan on watching it. Another franchise which I've never seen anything, no movie at all. I just don't want to watch it. It doesn't just appeal to me at all. Is the Transformer movie series? Don't see any point in watching any of them. So that's three down. Next one, I know there are a lot of fans, and I don't really see them as being bad movies. I just don't get the hype. I do not get the reason why they're really popular. And I haven't watched a single movie from the series completely, but I have watched one part of it, and this is actually not the first or the second or the third. I think it's the fourth or fifth in this line. But I don't really think that's actually bad. It's just that I can't see myself getting interested in this, and it's the Harry Potter movie series. Not interested in the books, not interested in the movies. Although I have watched both the two films of the Fantastic Creatures, where you can all that those two movies, and I love the first one. The second one I didn't like it so much. I think they messed it up really badly. They should have focused on the first film's four characters, the two male leads and the two female leads, shown them on some kind of an adventure, and I think that movie would have been much better. But I still do like it. I have watched it, and I will get those movies in my. I have the first one. I will get the second one in my collection as well. But yeah, no to Harry Potter for the time being. Uh, Fast and the Furious, absolutely no interest. I did watch one film, and the only reason why I watched this film was it was on a particular weekend when I had a problem with cable at my house. Sorry, not cable, internet at my house. So I knew it will only get fixed by Monday. On a Saturday, I went to the mall, went to the big mall Lulu, and I basically had nothing else to do to fill my time. So I went there, had I think I had an early lunch. I was just roaming around looking for things to see if I want to buy something. Had a little shopping to do. I did that, and then finally, like I was bored. I didn't want to go home. They didn't have much waiting for me at home. So decided to go and watch a film, and I just happened to be I think the seventh film in the Fast and Furious franchise, and phew, I'll admit it that there is some attraction towards cars getting blown up and cars getting ridden very fast and all that stuff. I don't want to watch any of the other films in it. Yeah, but I don't really hate it, but I just don't see the appeal. That's kind of that for me. That's another franchise which I probably will never get into. All right, other franchises. Um, okay, here are some big ones. Mission Impossible. um, I remember way back when the first film came, it was all hyped up. We were really wanting to watch it. My sister and I, my cousins, we really want to watch it. I never got to the first film completely. And the second time I tried to watch it again, kind of like stopped partway. It was like very confusing, and I think especially we just didn't know what was happening. Was a little odd at that time, and I just didn't get into it after that. The second film, I never watched the first film in its entirety. The second movie, I watched clips of it. Did seem interesting, but I just never got into it. And then I never even watched a single movie until very recently. Um, so this year, I had planned to watch all the Mission Impossible films, and I have watched all 1 to 7. So I am I'm a convinced fan right now. It's pretty good. Rocky. Yeah, this is an odd one. Although to be honest, the first, second, and fourth films are kind of like in my memory. I must have watched clips of it, I mean parts of it here and there when I was very young, especially the second, and the fourth one. Not really sure about the third one, but I can't say that I've actually sat down and watched all the films. This did change this weekend. I am planning to watch Rocky 1, the first one from 1976, which was the year that I was born, by the way. And I will try and watch all the Rocky films in its entirety. And would say that sometimes it happens. I mean, I did enjoy a couple of others like Mission Impossible, so probably. Here's the thing, I'm pretty sure I might enjoy Rocky quite a bit. It's just that for a while the franchise never really held much appeal to me for a while, and even though it's pretty old, I do like the Sylvester Stallone films. But I don't know why I just never really actually got into it. The same for Rambo, by the way. Although I have seen the first and the second film, I haven't seen I haven't seen all of them, but I will watch them eventually. I do have them lying somewhere. I have placed an order for the Mission Impossible movies. I mean, I streamed all of it, but I've placed an order for the first 5 movies, and then I will get the other 2 DVDs as well. I mean, the first one is a box set of 5 movies, so I've got that coming on the way. It will eventually reach me. So I think similarly, I'll place an order for the Rocky films as well. I can stream it for the time being, so it's no problem. But I do want them in my collection. Just took me a long time to get into it. I think that's it for now. Maybe I might think about some other franchisees, which movies which I've never really watched, and I might get to it. There's a lot of horror movies franchises which I've actually watched quite a bit, like something like Saw, or the Conjuring verse, whatever you want to call it. Right. So that's it.